Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. It's Alice here. Been a while. This video is going to be maybe a little all over the place because I have tried to figure out how to record the voiceover for this for so long now, and it's never going to be easy for me to record this voiceover, and I apologize in advance if I cry or get emotional during this time. But I guess I'm just gonna start. So if you have followed me for a while, you know that I have a dog named December. She's a Border Collie Blue Heeler mix. I love her so much. I got her September 10th, 2015 when she was 5 years old, or I think she was actually about to turn 5. No, she was 5, about to turn 6. And she was the best thing in my entire life. I'm really open with my struggles about my mental health here on my channel, and December literally saved my life. I got her because I have a friend, her name is Mandy, and she has a dog named Loa, and we actually watched him for a couple of months, and we just fell in love. Me and my sister, who were roommates at the time, just fell in love with having a dog around. And there was this dog on the Humane Society, Larimer County Humane Society website, and her name was December, and she was so beautiful, and she was just looking up at the camera with this big grin on her face. And I just kept looking at this dog and thinking, wow, this is such a beautiful dog. And then she disappeared from the website, and I couldn't stop thinking about her. And one day she turned back up on the website, and I called right away and I said, hey, like, you had this dog December, they were gone and now they're back. Like, why was that? Like, were they returned or what happened? And basically it turned out that December had a seizure. And so they took her off the website while she underwent medical care. And I decided right then and there that I wasn't going to lose this dog again. I wasn't going to let this dog slip through my fingers. I had thought about her every single day. And when I saw her picture back on the website, my heart just leapt, and I just felt like this dog was meant for me. So me and my sister and my best friend Emily all got in the car and we drove down to the Humane Society, and we walked out with her that day. And that was 5 years ago. And throughout the years, December has been on my channel like 1,000 times. We've painted with her. She made artwork. We've gone on hikes with her where I could go and sketch in nature. And she's shown up a million times over on my vlog channel, which I haven't uploaded to in a long time, but there's years of footage of my dog over there. She will show up in my Instagram posts because she shoves her nose into my photos. And yeah, if you follow me, you know how much I love my dog. Sorry. Anyway, so this past summer, December started to get sick. December is 10 years old, and she started, she just seemed like really listless, and she was throwing up a lot. And so my sister is a vet tech, and we sent her up to her clinic, which is a wonderful, amazing clinic, and everyone there is so wonderful. And if you know a vet tech or a veterinarian in your life, please say thank you to them because they do a very amazing and thankless job. It is a very hard job. They are not paid enough, especially vet techs, and they are just absolute heroes that are out there, you know, helping our animals every day. And so we took December up there, and she was diagnosed with acute pancreatitis. Not surprising. December is December, like, she ate so much stuff that she wasn't supposed to eat. Like, there's a painting that I will link the video that I did of her face, and she ended up actually eating the painting of her face. She also ate one of my YouTube Artist Collective paintings over the years. So she's gotten into so much stuff. And so she hadn't gotten into anything recently, but, you know, we just took her. We weren't really sure like why it caused it. But anyway, she always would get into stuff. It was terrible. But we put her on some medicine for that. She started feeling better. And then a few days after that, she seemed really bad again, like really bad. She was really listless. She didn't want to move. She just didn't seem like herself. She's a border collie blue heeler mix, so a lot of energy, even for a 10-year-old dog, and it just wasn't there. And so I called my sister, and we sent her in, literally the next day to go and get x-rays done. And when they did x-rays, they found a very large mass on her spleen. And so she went in for an emergency splenectomy that day, and had her spleen removed. This was back, I believe, in early August, late July. And then, she came home for recovery, and was working on recovering. During the recovery process, she, being December, getting into things that she's not supposed to do, overdosed on her Rimadyl, which is one of her medications. It was a chewable medication, and it's actually really common for dogs to overdose on this because it's like, apparently they just love this, the way this medication tastes. Is like crack to them or something, like, but she overdosed on that, so she had to go to the ER, which was really unfortunate. And then shortly after that, her results came back from the splenectomy, and it was cancerous. So I won't go into the whole thing, but, after some more testing, we found out basically it was an aggressive form of pancreatic cancer called histiocytic sarcoma. It was actually quite rare, but it is extremely, extremely aggressive. Within a month, when December went in for her next chemo treatments, it had already started spreading to her liver. When they did the spleen removal, there was a couple spots on her liver, but cut to a month later, and there were multiple bumps and spots all over her liver. So it was spreading very, very aggressively. So I went into action mode, which is where actually this painting and this video sort of starts to come in a little bit. Together, me and my sister, who, bless her heart, my sister is my best friend. I love her so much. She is December's second owner. She was there with me through all of this, and she helped with setting everything up. We set to work trying to figure out how we were going to pay for her chemotherapy, pay for these treatments that she was going to be eligible for, and all of her medical bills. And that's why I started this, to actually run a fundraiser to help pay for December's medical bills. I will tell a little bit more about the painting shortly, but I'm going to finish the story first. So I started working on this. We started setting a bunch of things into action. We got her on a bunch of medication. I mean, seriously, she was on different meds like every 8 hours. And we had her first chemotherapy appointment. And then we went back up about 2 weeks later. And unfortunately, all of her, I believe it was her white blood cells, were basically destroyed. The chemotherapy just it took out all of it, and cut to another week later, and the cancer was in her blood, and there just wasn't anything that we could do. And that was one of the hardest calls that I've ever gotten. And bless my poor sister, because she's the one that actually had to make that call to me, because my dog December was up at her clinic with her. We drove up that day to the clinic with December, and it was such a beautiful, beautiful day. I live in Colorado. The sun was shining. There was not a cloud in sight, I swear. Such a just beautiful, crisp day, not too hot, not too cold. We had a blanket. December was all laid out on the blanket. We gave her a picnic. She had, I think, 6 or 7 different cups of ice cream. She had a frozen chicken pop, so that's delicious for her. And she also had a hot dog, because she loves hot dogs. She loved hot dogs so much. So we gave her a picnic in the sun, and me and my boyfriend Derek, and my sister were all there, who, we love her so much. We we gave her the sedative, which helps put them to sleep before, you put them to sleep. And she must have been, we think she was a lot weaker than she had been letting on, because by the end she really was struggling to walk. And that was one of the reasons that we realized things had gone downhill very, very quickly. But the sedative took a hold so quickly that she literally fell asleep while she was eating her ice cream, one of her ice creams, I think the 7th ice cream or something. So she just passed out in a cup of ice cream. Her nose was in a cup of ice cream. And we said goodbye to her. And it was beautiful. And literally her last memories on earth were the sun and me and Derek and my sister and eating ice cream. And I'm so thankful for that. I'm really thankful for every person that has been with me and my sister through this. I'm so thankful first and foremost to my sister, who is my best friend and who wanted to be here with me doing this voiceover, but we've tried 3 times, and it was just, I think I just had to pull off the Band-Aid and do it. But she went above and beyond, not just emotionally, but also helping to treat December, helping to take care of her, picking her up in the morning for her appointments, to take her up to work. Just everything. She did everything. My sister is my rock. I wouldn't have been able to do this without her. My boyfriend, who just taught December trust in men, him and my stepdad and my dad. December used to hate men, and by the time that December passed away, December had men in her life that she loved and that she cared for. She had a dog friend, my friend Julie. She was my roommate, and unfortunately she moved away shortly before December passed, but she had a dog named Cora. We call her the chicken. She's amazing. I love her. And December got to be friends with another dog after being dog aggressive her whole life. And that, I never thought I would see that either. And I thank you to you guys. I haven't talked about this here on my channel. As you can tell, I've taken the last, few months off. I've taken time to myself to focus on taking care of my dog and processing her passing. She passed on September 12th, 5 years and 2 days after we got her. And I finally feel okay recording the voiceover to this video and sitting down. I didn't really know what I wanted to talk about, other than I wanted to share the story of my dog with you. And thank you for all your understanding and your kindness. I've had so much love. One of the things that I did was I actually ran a fundraiser on my Etsy selling original art with a coupon, and so a Dessi coupon, and so many people came out and sent the most amazing messages with their orders, saying that they understood and that they'd been there. And thank you to all of you for doing that. Thank you to my internet friends. I won't name you all because there's so many of you, but you know who you are, my fellow YouTubers and creators who were there with me from the moment that we got her diagnosis, until the moment that I said goodbye. And thank you if you're still here listening to this video and just listening to me cry on camera. So that is what's been happening. That's what went on. I lost my dog. And I'm doing okay. I want to not let this derail me or derail my life, because that's not what December would have wanted. I'm trying to use, my time here on earth wisely, and live a good life, because that's what Dessi wanted, and that's what I wanted for her. So that said, I'm gonna talk about this painting because it's 14 minutes into the video and I haven't yet. And As I said, I started doing this painting as a fundraiser to earn some money to help pay for December's chemotherapy treatments. I am actually still going to be selling both the original and print packets of this. This is going to help me pay for the costs of the first treatments that she went through, as well as her cremation costs and end-of-life costs. This video isn't about like raising money or anything, but I did want to mention that the original of this will be for sale. This piece is called For the Love of Pets, and it's about the love that we all have for our animals. I wanted to include all of the different animals that not all of them, but like some common household pets. And so you do have Dessi right front and center. And then you also have my dear friend Sasha's beautiful firstborn child. Sansa is the beautiful Siamese cat with the blue eyes. She was graceful enough to let me use a photo of her for the piece. And then also a rabbit, a parakeet or budgie, what I've heard them called both, and a hamster, just animals that I know a lot of people love. And I'm sorry if I couldn't represent your specific species on here, but there's just a lot of animals. But I tried to pick some that I thought would be nice. And the original is for sale. There are going to be a limited edition run of prints of this. There are 50. Each print does come with a individual unique Polaroid of December, as well as an individual paw print. This is something that we did a little while ago, and after December passed, I just had to process before I could come here and make this video and put those packets together. But I do think that I would like to share that with you guys. So yeah, I think that's it. I'm really proud of this piece. I think it is one of the best pieces I've ever made, and I'm not ashamed to say that. I'm really proud of myself. I put all of my love for December into it. And yeah, that's it. There's not a whole lot else for me to say in this video. I just wanted to tell you guys what happened and say thank you, and that I hope my next video will be something that's more positive, that will make you smile a little bit more than this video. But I love you. Thank you for everything. I will be back soon. My Etsy is linked in the description box below. That's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and as always, have a great rest of your day. Bye, guys.